I'm going to talk about a new upcoming flashlight, the HD03 from Wurkkos. Right now you can get it pre-ordered for less than $17. The question is it worth it, or should you pick out something else? Let's go ahead and get started. Now, I think many of you will immediately recognize that this is a very similar flashlight to the one made by Olight called the O-Clip Pro. And it is. It's very, very similar in form factor. I think it might be a little bit bigger only because of this head. But otherwise, it's very, very much the same in concept. We have a clip that has a spring action with rubberized stops, a little part here for a lanyard. You have a little magnet built into the clip so you could stick to things, which I will demonstrate right here. And it has a Type-C port. It has a power switch, and it has the ability to adjust between spot or flood, okay? So that's the basics on the hardware. It's also IPX6, and the big thing for me that's worth noting, especially right now, is that it's currently $17 in their pre-order phase, with the release on the 8th being around 20, and then the full price is around 30. Right now, it's very, very heavily discounted. So it's worth noting. Let's go through what it can do. The big advantage it has over the Olight is that the flood emitters here are high CRI. So 95 plus, probably a Nietzsche 519A all the way around. And that for me is the easy seller. The reason why I would pick this one over the Olight. Now the Olight is going to have much better red light. So if you prefer to use red light on a more regular basis, you're going to find the Olight is much, much better at that. This does have colored lights we'll get to in a little bit, but that is the big difference between the two, in my opinion. High CRI versus the red light. I think I prefer this one, especially at this price. You also have access to a spot emitter, and when you have it on, you double press for the turbo. It gives you 650 lumens, so that's pretty nice. It's also technically a little bit brighter than the Olight. And from off, you can hold press in any of the modes to get the moonlight. So that's the moonlight spot, and then we can swap between them to get the floody option. Now, from off position, if you double press the button, you'll start getting the colored lights. So double press will give you red, which is what I have it set up as. And then there's a whole series of colored options. I'm just going to quickly flip through them. They're not that useful. They're more fun than anything else. So this is blinking, and then there's fast blinking. These are probably the two most useful options you can get, but I would highly recommend not using the red and blue because there's a thing called impersonating a police officer, and it is illegal. So this one just changes color continuously. This one, it's kind of hard to see. I'm actually going to turn down the lighting even further. There we go. You can kind of see it a little bit better here. Very, very interesting. So double press again. This one kind of has a beacon kind of thing going on. Then a fast version of that other one, which I think is very, very cool. And then one click at any time will send you back to the red, and then one click again will turn off the light. That's basically how it works. Let me turn this back to normal. There we go. Overall, a very nice offering from Wurkkos, especially at the price. Now, I hope that they'll never actually bring it back up to $30. If this stays under 20, I think it's a fantastic bargain flashlight. In fact, one of the best under that $20 price. So, worth considering? Absolutely. If you're thinking that this might be a decent offering for a gift item, it's worth getting it in the pre-sale for around 17 bucks. Hard to beat that. It really, really is. That's pretty much all I have to say about the HD03. Good option. Check it out. As always, thank you guys for your time, and we'll talk again soon.